Next on Live. Now, here are Kelly Ripa and Anderson Cooper.
Michael has the day off, and filling in is our very own Anderson Cooper, everybody.
It's nice to be inside where it's warm.
Yes, nice and warm. How are you surviving the polar vortex?
I don't quite understand what the polar vortex is.
Well, okay, what it is
Explain it to me.
I'm going to explain it to you now.
No, you don't have to.
Every year, the media comes up with something to terrify us to death.
Right.
And this year, the polar vortex is all the rage.
What happened to El Nino? Wasn't that the big thing?
I was telling my kids about El Nino I said 10 years ago it was El Nino. They're like, what's that? I said, it's the polar vortex of the 90s.
The real polar vortex, of course, today is Justin Bieber has been arrested.
Yes.
That has created the polar vortex.
Swirling vortex.
Yes. And I feel bad for every reporter on the planet, basically, right now, because they all are standing outside this courthouse in Miami waiting to get a glimpse of, I don't know what, a Lamborghini to pick up Justin Bieber or something.
I know.
And it's funny, you watch it on the news, and it's like all these serious reporters, and they're all sort of clearly embarrassed to be there.
Right.
But they're going to be there all day.
Let me ask you this. How did you avoid that assignment?
I don't know. I'm very happy.
Did we rescue you?
I think you rescued me.
What a turn of events.
Also, I don't understand. So Justin Bieber, in case you're just waking up, was arrested in Miami, allegedly for a DUI and for drag racing.
Right.
A rented Lamborghini. Where does one rent a
Lamborghini?
Because I've been to Hertz a lot, and
I've never gotten a Lamborghini.
I did not know that was an option.
I didn't either.
I wouldn't even know. I don't know how to drive a Lamborghini. I wouldn't know.
I mean, I didn't think that was even a real car. I thought that was just an auto show car.
I'm concerned about his entourage now. Because what do they do when he's arrested?
Right.
I mean, where do they go? They have no epicenter. I imagine them now sort of
wandering around
his house, being like,
you know the house. Do you know the house they keep showing on the news, like the aerial view of the house?
Right.
That's Michael Strahan's old house.
No, is it really?
That's Michael Strahan's old house. And my daughter said the weirdest thing because they showed it on the news, and I said, "That's Michael Strahan's old house," and she said, "Oh my gosh, it's like so unfair."
What is that?
And I said, what does that mean? Like, what did you think? Somehow you were going to get invited over there post-sale and you would have a Bieber one-on-one encounter?
Does she like Bieber?
Well, it's very interesting. I think she likes his music very much, but I think all of this other stuff makes her, like, a little nervous.
I must say, if you put a gun to my head, I could not name a single Justin Bieber song.
Yes, you would if you heard them.
There maybe something baby.
Yeah, baby.
There was something baby.
Yeah, I feel like I danced with you to a Bieber song once.
Well, that's very possible. But that's very possible. But I also feel like he's also maybe a bad influence on his entourage, because every time I read, it sounds like he's surrounded by children. Because everybody he's surrounded with, there's like Lil Z and Lil something. So I feel like he's with very young children. Well, and I'm concerned about his influence on
I think this is like one of these situations that happens. We see it a lot with kids that get a lot of fame and fortune and power very early on in their lives. And he has all of this talent, right? And with great talent and with great performances comes all the trappings, the money and the fame, and people letting you into the nightclub even though you're not of legal age.
But you know what? You don't have to have an entourage. Like, there's no law that these people need an entourage. There's no.
I agree.
You know? I mean, it's
agree.
like, you know what? You can rent a normal car. You know what? You probably don't even need to go to Miami. If you're 19 and just probably best just stay home.
stay home, right?
Not a real pressing need to go to a strip club in Miami.
But we can all agree that you are not a normal person with the way you think. You are very responsible. You are the most responsible human being.
I mean,
you save people, for God's sake.
But you can go to Hertz and rent a normal car. I've done it. They work just fine.
What car have you rented? Tell me your favorite car.
They give me. I had a red one the last time.
Yeah, I had a purple one once.
Actually, it's annoying. Sometimes, have you ever done this? Like, because I rent cars a lot, because, you know, I'm moving around a lot, and I'll go, and I just want like a dark colored car. I don't want a car that attracts attention. Sometimes you get to the lot and it's like, it's a yellow car. Right. And I'm there with all my bags. I've just gotten off the Hertz bus and I'm like, a yellow car?
Right.
And then it's like, do I schlep all the way to the counter to like ask for another color car?
The Silver Fox doesn't like a yellow car.
No, but I just feel like anybody who's driving a yellow car wants to be seen in a car, and I don't want to be seen in a car. I just want a car that drives and gets me to a place.
Mark and I once rented a car. I was bringing him home to meet my parents, and so we rented a car, and the only car they had, it was so crazy. It was an iridescent car that sometimes looked green and sometimes looked purple. And so, boy, did we make a statement when we rolled up.
Right, I know.
I was like, meet my new boyfriend. This is our purple car. Oh, now it's green. But yeah, we were equally embarrassed.
Yeah.
And then that's all they had. That's all they had for us.
I'm also a little off my game today because I'm not very tech savvy. And I normally have an alarm clock on my iPhone.
Yes.
Somehow it disappeared. I don't know what I pressed on the phone,
something.
but the little
Lola could get it
clock
back for you.
thing has gone.
I get it back.
Really? But
Yes.
I tried to. This is so pathetic. I tried to download a clock app.
Right.
Okay, I could not do it.
You and I.
It asked for some password. I don't know what the password is.
You don't have your right. You never.
I tried in a million different things that it could possibly be.
And now are you locked out of your phone?
No, it just right. It said I tried it too many times.
I've done that. I've locked
And then
myself out of my phone.
I asked my partner to use his alarm clock this morning. Of course, he didn't, and so I woke up at way late.
You did?
Yes, and I feel now I can use this in an argument against him for the rest of my life.
Yes.
And I think that makes me a bad person, that I was secretly happy that his alarm clock didn't go off, because now I feel I have the upper hand in every argument, at least for the next week.
But I have that too. I feel like we need to explore that tomorrow. Like we need to, we should, because I love when Mark screws up, so I can hold it over him and wield it like a weapon.
I totally.
Yes. It's the greatest thing ever.
It's
I'm
very
like,
good,
I knew you were only going to pick up the eggs and not the milk.
I will bring up, I will bring up this alarm clock incident for the next year.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's given me ammunition.
I like it.
I saw the weirdest thing obviously the Olympics are coming up, and there's a lot of concern over security and all that's legitimate. But one thing I don't understand, I saw this picture of a toilet at the Olympics. Now, why somebody chose to take a picture of a toilet at the Olympics, I'm not sure. But it's a picture. This is a men's room at the Sochi Olympics.
Okay.
It's over here. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
And I don't know if you noticed, there's no divider. There's no stall. There's two men's toilets next to each other. So I'm like, I do not for the life of me understand why they would build two toilets. And I think, if you've ever been to Russia, I think it's just like Russian construction. I think they were like, someone got the contract to build the toilets, and they're like,
for cheaper.
We did not get the contracts to build the stall. We have the contracts to. You did not specify the stall.
Let me ask you a question. As a man, would you be able to go there? No. Neither would I. Like, I have real.
Be able to, wouldn't want to.
Well, yeah, I mean.
No, I'm just saying I would die. I always say I would die. I would just explode eventually because I wouldn't be able to survive a public toilet of that.
Well, in the military, they have a lot of times that you don't have privacy like this.
And I would die.
But you would think at the Sochi Olympics, there
should be a stall. There should be a barrier.
But I'm sure some Russian builders just like, they did not specify the stall, so we did not build the stall.
So I've got some really bad news today, and I don't know if I know that you are of my mindset. I don't know if the rest of the audience is, but Captain and Tennille have broken up, and I am devastated. I had pet ducks named Captain and Tennille.
Did you really?
Ducks.
How do you have pet ducks? First of all, ducks poop everywhere all the time. They don't make good pets.
Well, we know that now, Anderson. Yes, we learned.
I could have told you that. I could have saved you a lot of duck poop.
And we had to do this thing at night, too, because there were raccoons. There were raccoons in the neighborhood, and we would have... My sister and I would have to do what became...
Where do you live? I don't understand.
New Jersey. Thank you. Thank you. It's the garden and duck state. Anyway, so we were so in love with Captain and Tennille that we, of course, named our ducks Captain and Tennille. Tennille, sadly, was eaten by a raccoon. She was, yeah, but...
Wait, the real Tennille? Oh, your duck Tennille.
No, my duck Tennille.
I was like, maybe that's why they broke
Captain and Tennille are divorcing
How
after
old are they?
39 years of marriage.
Oh, that's sad.
Daryl Dragon is 71 and Tony Tennille is 73.
Wow.
And I'm so sad.
Is he still rocking the captain's hat?
I'm sure now more than ever.
Who's going to get that in the separation?
I don't know.
She's probably going to be like, and you can have your captain's hat.
I mean, I just...
That's sad news.
Do you remember the song?
Love will keep us together. Apparently not.
Love will keep us together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
I can't sing. I can't.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it.
You know,
backstage, you're getting it.
So I also saw this thing in the paper, which actually you should know about because it's about the damage that women are doing with these really high heels.
What sorts of damage are we doing?
Apparently, a lot. It hurts the knee. It leads to pain, stiffness, and locking. The Achilles tendon hurts. The calf, the ankles. The metatarsus, which I'm not even sure what that is.
All of it. It all happens to me.
Do your feet hurt all the time?
Constantly.
Really?
Yes, that's how I know my shoes are working.
I think it's so unfair. There's so many things that are unfair for women, I think.
Yes.
A, that women are expected to wear makeup all the time.
Yes.
I mean, if guys were expected to walk around in makeup all the time, there would be no makeup industry because guys would be like, what are you talking about? This is ridiculous. We have to paint our faces all day long. Forget about it.
Right, ridiculous.
And that women are expected to wear these shoes where, like, you're walking around like a crazy person.
And give birth. And if you think the shoes are bad, you should try labor pains for like 1 minute. And you'd be like, I'll take the shoes, I'll take the shoes. Give me the shoes. Give me the shoes. I'll wear the lipstick. I'll do it. And make it stop. Make it stop right now. Now listen.
Yes.
I wanna ask you a question because you're a guy. Okay? There's a normal curve for men. Okay? A normal curve. Mm-hmm. About half of all men in the United States enjoy shopping for clothes.
Oof. Half do?
Yes, half
I don't believe
do.
that. I believe maybe 5% of American men enjoy shopping for clothes.
5%.
I hate shopping for clothes. First of all, for some reason, I believe every time I walk into a store, I think that they think I'm stealing something. So,
okay, but that's
which is my craziness. And at a store, I always am like, I'll pick up something and I'll pick up, and I'm going to go to the thing and try it on and be like, I'm picking up 4 items and I'm talking to myself as if because I want to show them that I'm not going to steal any of these items.
Do you think that maybe they just recognize you because you're Anderson Cooper and they're excited?
Think that's true. No, I've done this always my entire life. But I'm convinced they still think I'm trying to steal something. Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
This is an Esquire poll, okay? So half of men
American men enjoy shopping. Really?
Mark loves shopping for clothes.
Does he? Well,
yes,
loves. Yeah, but Mark looks great in clothes.
But so do you.
Yeah, but I don't enjoy. I really don't. It makes me very nervous. I would just as soon if I could just wear this every day. It's like why I wanted to be Amish when I was a kid. No, it's true. I wanted to be Amish because I thought you get to wear black and white all day long, every day. You don't have to think about it. You wake up, put on the straw hat, put on the black and white thing, and you're good to go. I mean, I know there's a lot more to being Amish than that.
No, that's pretty much.
But I thought, how great would that be? And then I realized, probably don't get to watch TV, and so I would be shunned by the Amish.
You don't get to watch TV.
During Rumspringen, I would have gone nuts. Rumspringen is the year that, and never mind, that the Amish kids are given to test things out.
Do you go to?
It's like Justin Bieber. He's on his Rumspringen year. That's how I do.
Is this his Rumspringen year?
This is his Rumspringen year.
What is Rumspringen?
Rumspringen is the year that like Amish youth are allowed to just go nuts and crazy and taste like all the fruits of the outside world.
Like TV.
And then, right, like TV and strip clubs and Lamborghinis, and then they decide whether or not they want to go back to the Amish community.
So is that what they do? They go from the Amish community to strip clubs and Lamborghinis?
Yes, I'm not sure they can go. I think they go to like a souped-up buggy. And yeah.
A bicycle.
They're on a bicycle. They're like, this is crazy! This is nuts! Woo!
I just want to get back to the normal poll.
Oh.
Are you normal? Do you go to strip clubs?
No, obviously. I actually...
Not normal.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. I once had to go to a strip club. I was on a crew team in college, and there was some trip to a strip club in Tampa, and I had to go.
In Tampa? You're kidding.
Literally, I kid you not, I'm talking to the strippers about, like, so how are your kids? Tell me about... Like, what's your life like? I was, like, interviewing, like, the strippers. They're like, yeah, you know, as they're gyrating on some guy. Right. They're talking to me. I'm like, those are great shoes. You know, I had no...
Do they hurt?
I had no interest. Yeah, I was like, can we go, guys? Are we done yet? No. Yeah, I didn't get it.
I just want to go to a strip club with you just so I can watch it all unfold.
No, it's not. It's,
I do. I want to watch it unfold. Let's do it. Let's do a top secret hidden assignment for CNN.
Okay, sure.
Like,
all right.
It'll be like Blackfish. Like, we'll do our own version of that.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
Yes, I have.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And if you think you were uncomfortable, you should have seen me at a strip club.
So what percentage of men go to strip clubs?
I was folding clothes as they were coming off. Because, you know, I'm like a bit of a neat freak. So as the clothes are coming off and falling on the floor, I'm picking them up and folding them. So when they left our table, I was like, here you go. Good luck with medical school. They're all in medical school.
Of course they are.
They're all going to be...
They got a heart of gold.
They have a heart of gold and buns of steel.